Hello and welcome to NFL Weekly here on Royals Fan 35 channel. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do a weekly talk show, maybe Wednesdays, maybe Thursdays, maybe Tuesdays, somewhere in that range, right before or Friday. At least it'll be Friday. From Tuesday to Friday, it'll be somewhere in that range every week. There might be a breaking news one that's maybe a minute or two long, talking about something that just happened. But other than that, it'll be one day a week, talking about the NFL in review and preview. Now, with that being said, we're going to start this series out by looking at try to look at every single team in the NFL and break them down, starting with the Redskins division, with the Cowboys, Giants, and Eagles. And it'll be in that order. This time we'll do the Redskins. Next time we'll do the Cowboys. Then the Eagles, the Giants, and then we'll move on to another division. Now, since I'm a big Redskins fan, if you didn't know that, I'm a huge Redskins fan. Die-hard Redskins. I look around my room right now and I see at least 15 things of Redskins in here. So, I mean, I'm a huge Redskins fan, but I'm not going to be a biased Redskins fan. I'm not going to have biased opinions. I'll rate the Cowboys, how they're supposed to be, the Giants, Eagles, blah, 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 etc., etc. So, in this program, show, video, whatever you want to call it, we're going to break down the strength of the team, weakness of the team. We're going to do a schedule randomizer predictor type thing. If you watch SEC Media Day on ESPNU, you know what I'm talking about. And that's about it. We'll see if they're a Super Bowl caliber team, if they're a playoff caliber team. And that's it. Alright, so I got my notes here. Let's just dive into it. Let's look at their strengths. Their strength is at quarterback, but I have a question mark. If RG3 can pan out and Kirk Cousins pans out in the pros, their strength will be at quarterback. And Rex Grossman's not all that bad. With an improved offensive line, I think all three of those quarterbacks will be good. People are thinking RG3 goes down, Redskins are over. But we have Kirk Cousins from Michigan State and Rex Grossman. Rex Grossman won us 5 football games last year. Let's just say RG3 can win us 3 football games, gets injured. Kirk Cousins can win us 2, then he can win us 5. That's a lot of games won. That just didn't make sense, but okay. Anyway. Okay, so a strength at quarterback. Now, here's our biggest strength. Our biggest strength is at running back. Thursday's our first preseason game. We play the Bills. Coach Shanahan has still not named a starting running back. In the mix is Roy Halou, which I think is going to be a starter. Tim Hightower, which is also a starting caliber running back. Evan Royster, decent. Antoine Bailey. Dude, I think he's undrafted or drafted late. Dude splashes onto the scene. Mike Shanahan's impressed. He thinks that he can be a starter. But Roy Halou's a beast. Roy Halou really got his chance late in the season and just went off. So if he can carry that over to this season, which he has in minicamp, training camp, and he's going to start the preseason game, I think. That's what I would do. Now, another strength is at tight end. Fred Davis and Chris Cooley. That could be a good 2 tight end set, you know. You could alternate the two, depending on what you're doing. And another strength is our defense. I really do think it's a defense. D'Angelo Hall, OJ Atogwe, Brian Arakpo, Ryan Kerrigan, and many, many more. Like Adam Caulfield, or whatever his name is. I'm sorry, I do not know his name. But there's always a weakness with every team. So our weakness is our kickers. Kickers are terrible. And our wide receiving core. Our wide receiving core got improved with the addition of Pierre Gasol, Santana Moss. You can throw in Fred Davis and Chris Cooley as receivers too, because they catch a lot of passes. But other than that, we have a dude by the name of Jabbar Gaffney, who's not no scrub. He's actually pretty decent. And a dude named Armstrong, not Lance Armstrong. I think his name's something Armstrong. I don't know his first name. Okay, but his last name's Armstrong, who's also pretty decent. Brandon Banks, really a special team specialist, but he might get us a few yards. Anyway, I think the reason I think that's a weakness is because how will they transition from having John Beck and Rex Grossman and now having RG3, Kirk Cousins, and Rex Grossman as quarterback. Which hopefully it'll just be RG3, but if needed, Kirk Cousins, and then if needed, Rex Grossman. With that being said, let's get into the schedule randomizer. Okay. Week 1. And this schedule does not have the bye weeks in it, so I'll look up the bye week later and I'll tell you. Okay, so week 1 they play at the Saints. And I think the Saints will not have it together week 1. And I will chalk that up as a W for the Redskins. And what week, sorry, I should have been prepared. I just forgot to do this. What week do the Skins have a bye week in 2000? Okay, anyway, okay. Let's get back to this while it's loading. Now, they play at the Rams. I think the Rams, which I'm not going to get into too much about the Rams, but I think the Rams will have a great season if they can keep Sam Bradford healthy and Steven Jackson healthy. I think they can do tremendous things. And we get into week 3 and we play the Bengals. Oh, wait. Rewind. We never gave the answer. At the Rams, I think the Rams will be a good team. I think the Redskins can beat them. Versus the Bengals can win this game, but the Redskins will, I think. At the Buccaneers, again, I can't really get into this, but I think that they will win this game. The Redskins will win. They'll start 4-0, then they'll lose to the Falcons. The following week they play at the Falcons. They'll lose to the Falcons. Then they play the Vikings. I think that they'll win that game. Then they play at the Giants. Now here's where it gets tough. So as of right now, we are 4-1. Well, 5-1. As of right now, we're 5-1. So now we're going to go to the Giants. Giants, Steelers, Panthers, Eagles, and Cowboys are in a good little stretch right here before we get a bye week in between there, but still. Okay, so at Giants. The Giants will win this game. It's at their home field. They'll win. The Redskins won't win. The Giants will win. I marked it down on my paper wrong. Anyway, okay, the Giants win. So that's a loss for the Redskins. At Steelers, the Steelers will win. Versus Panthers, I think we'll beat the Panthers. Versus the Eagles, we're going to beat the Eagles at home. And now at the Cowboys. Thanksgiving Day, all eyes on us. 3:30 game. Biggest rivalry in all football, in my opinion. And I think in a rivalry game, no matter how good you guys say the Cowboys are, the Redskins will win this game. Now, versus the Giants. They're at home. Well, in that little stretch I was talking about, they'll go 3-2 with 2 losses to the Steelers and Giants. Now, versus the Giants, they'll win versus the Giants. Remember last year, the Giants were the Super Bowl champions, but we swept them. We were 2-0 against the Giants last year. So I'm not crazy when I say this, but at home, Giants lose to the Redskins. Versus Ravens, we're going to beat the Ravens. I think the Ravens are all talk this year. I think they're pretenders. The Browns, I think we'll beat the Browns. I think Browns will go 8-8, but we'll get into that later. At Eagles, we will beat the Eagles again. We'll sweep the Eagles. Versus Cowboys, we will lose to the Cowboys. We'll split it with the Cowboys because, a rivalry. No matter how good or bad you think the Cowboys are, it's a rivalry. Anything can happen. So, with that being said, our record would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins. That's a great season. 10 wins. And 3, 4 losses. So 10-4. Super Bowl. No, wait, no. Playoffs. Wild card. Well, no, I'd say yes. Yes, they get to the playoffs, no matter what it be, wild card or regular. Super Bowl, that's a big no. Much as I'd love it to happen, I mean, anything can happen once you're in the playoffs. I just don't think they'll have it all together this year for a Super Bowl run. Their bye week is week 10. Now, hope you enjoyed this 10-minute video talking about the Washington Redskins. Now, next will be the Dallas Cowboys. So leave your thoughts in the description. No, not in the description. You don't have access to that. In the comment section below. And tell me what you think about the Redskins' strength, weakness, schedule prediction, and come back next time. Like I said, this will be NFL Daily whenever the season starts, and I break down every team. But until then, it'll probably be like 5-6 videos a day. So, see you guys next time.